Hey everybody, it's Vince. It is Wednesday, June 8th, 2022 with some updates. First, I want to thank the Recreation Committee for organizing the youth fishing tournament this past Saturday. It was held at Sylvester Lake. Great event. It was perfect weather. We had over 45 kids that signed up to fish, and it was a really nice event. There were some really great prizes. So I want to thank the Recreation Committee for organizing that and getting that squared away. Also, thank Councilwoman Tranquillo and Councilman Chilla for attending. Um, and it was a very nice event. Public Works Department had everything pretty clean, had everything cleaned up, and and again, the rec committee did a very nice job, and thank you for that. It looked to me the kids were having a great time. There were some really big bass that I saw that were caught: a 17-inch bass, a 16-inch, and then I believe there was a 21 and a half inch bass. So they're pulling them right out of Sylvester Lake. So that was a great event. So again, thank you to the Recreation Committee for organizing that event. And then one of their next events will be a kayak training event at Sylvester Lake, and there'll be more information to follow with that. Update on the railroad crossing on North School Street. We have a construction date. Again, I've been in email correspondence with the project engineer, a gentleman by the name of Larry Henshaw, and Larry emailed me dates of construction. So looking at July 26th through the 28th for construction and reconstruction of the North School Street railroad car crossing. It doesn't seem to take as long anymore because that railroad crossing is prefabricated to fit. So that'll be done in at the end of July. So thank you for your patience. We appreciate it. We know it is a teeth rattling crossing, and hopefully that'll be a lot better once the construction is done. Let's see, upcoming dates for meetings. We have a township meeting on Monday, let me double check, June 20th. Meetings always start at 7 p.m. in the courtroom above the old ambulance hall. So hope to see you there on Monday the 20th. June 24th, we have a concert in the park. We have a gentleman by the name of Tom Peasy, who great entertainer. He does all kinds of musical genres, and it's going to be a fun night. We have the St. Michael's Club is making chicken cutlet sandwiches and porkette sandwiches. We're also, I believe, going to have the water ice truck there, and another food truck. So come on out. It's from 5 to 9. It's a free event. Obviously, the food and from the food trucks and what the St. Michael's gentleman is selling, obviously you're going to have to buy that. But looking forward to a great night. Unfortunately, I will not be in attendance that night. I will be away with my beautiful wife celebrating our 30th wedding anniversary. So I will miss that music in the park, but I'm sure Council President Demena will be there, and we'll be doing the introductions of our entertainers and things like that. So again, that's June 24th. This Friday, excuse me. This Friday, June 10th, we have 8th grade graduation. This is always a nice night. I am honored to go there and have some opening remarks and congratulate the 8th grade graduates, congratulate their families for the support that they gave their children all through pre-K through to 8th grade and on to their next step in high school. So that'll be a nice night. That's going to be Friday, this Friday the 10th at Broad Street School in the auditorium. It is a ticketed event, so if you don't have a ticket, please, don't try to go in without a ticket. We have 55 graduates, and each graduate is given a number of tickets, and please respect that their parents, their loved ones, their grandparents, aunts, uncles make sure they want to get into that auditorium to see their loved ones graduate. So again, I'll be seeing the 8th grade graduates this Friday, and looking forward to congratulating them and wishing them well in the next chapter of their educational career, which would be high school. Also, at this time, Gloucester County lost a really important figure in Gloucester County politics. Robert Damager passed away this week at 65 years of age. Robert was a freeholder / commissioner for 24 years. He was the director of the commissioners for a long time, and before that he was deputy director of the commissioners. And at one time, when Robert lived in Paulsboro, he was a councilman in Paulsboro and then moved to West Everett, and he got involved in county politics. As you know, Robert's father was Lou Damager, was the mayor of Paulsboro years and years ago. Great guy, and Robert followed in his footsteps. And I have to mention how influential he was. Robert was a person that was just always looking to help. He didn't look at the initial at the end of your name. He didn't care whether you were Republican, Democrat, Independent, or unaffiliated. If you needed help, he would find a way to help you. And just locally, the last big project in Gibbstown, the bypass road that goes into Rapano Port and Rail. Without Robert Damager, that bypass road does not get built. And then that bypass road not being built really hampers the port's ability to bring in revenue and bring in trucks. And instead of having trucks driving down Rapano Avenue all day, now we have a bypass route. And honestly, Robert Damager, as the commissioner director at the time, was influential in getting that bypass road built, along with state senator at the time, Sweeney, and Assemblyman Birchie-Kelly and Telefera. They were very, very influential in fast tracking that bypass road. So I just want to give my condolences. Robert has family here in Gibbstown. His nephew Lou is our captain of the police department. His nephew Tom Damager is a school teacher at Paulsboro High School. His brother Frank lives in town. His sister-in-law, Lou's mom, lives in town. So the Damager's family is large. It's a loving family, and they cast a big shadow, and they're great people. And I just know they're really struggling right now, and I just want them to know that we love them and we support them, and we'll be sending prayers in support of Robert and his family as they struggle and go through this tough time. But Robert was a really, really good guy, and someone that deserves the send-off that he's getting. With that being said, I wish you nothing but peace and love, peace and love, peace and love. Remember, we get done more with we than me, and less Facebook and more face-to-face. Thank you so much. Have a good rest of your week. Peace and love to you all.